Right. So yesterday we have completed introduction of all technologies, like what is HTML, what is CSS, and what is Bootstrap, and why we need to utilize that like that. Okay. Right. And we have discussed about what is the difference between UI and UX also. If anybody missed that class, yesterday class, so they can find that video in the YouTube also. That is, so my online team is uploaded that video, so you can watch it in the YouTube also, like HTML class demo 1 by Ramesh sir, like that. Okay, type like that, you will find it. HTML classes by Ramesh sir, like that you can search in the YouTube search box, you can find it. Right. Now I'm going to start basic classes regarding HTML. Okay, I'm going to start basic classes regarding HTML. Right. First, what we need to do is we need to take a new file and we need to write the basic code for the HTML. So first thing what we need to write, this is the thing we need to write, doc type space HTML. Since HTML is a markup language, we need to write all the tags related to all the keywords related to HTML in the tags only. In the tags only, okay? Right. Now first line, what this first line will tell to the browser? What this first line will tell to the browser? So this first line tells we are going to utilize in the HTML version 5. We are going to utilize HTML version 5. Understanding it, everyone? What this line will tell, we are going to utilize HTML version as 5. Okay, right. Then we need to start our HTML document by utilizing HTML tags only. HTML. Then after HTML tags is the root tag for entire application, entire page, sorry, entire page. What is the root element? HTML tag only. So since it is a root element, it has two children. Okay, one is head. So like human body, first head, then after body, then after body. Okay, in the head section we need to give the information about our page. In the head tag we need to give the information about our page. In the body tag we need to write the code related to our web page. Okay, head tag for information about our web page, body tag for code related to our web page. That's it. Okay, HTML code related to our web page. In the head tag, what is the information we will write? Suppose what is the title of the page, or else what are the JavaScript we are going to write? Okay, internal, or what are the JavaScript? If we are writing internal JavaScript, then we will write it here only. Or else if we want to call external JavaScript, then we need to call that external JavaScript in the head tag only. Okay, so we can write JavaScript, or else we can call JavaScript. Like the same way we can write CSS, or else we can call the CSS also. We can call the CSS also here, and we can give the title for the web page. Suppose I'm writing here title. Open the tag and immediately close it. See, whenever you are practicing, you need to practice like that. Open the tag. So some people will write like this. Suppose, see here, less than title, greater than something, and then after less than slash greater less than slash title greater than. Some people will write like this. This is very bad habit of writing. Okay, suppose if it is only one line, it's okay. However, you can find the issue. But if it is multiple lines, 100 lines of code, then if you start here and you will forget the ending somewhere in between the 100 lines, so you will won't get any proper output. Of course, if you know where is the error is coming also, then also it will take so much time to rectify that error. So what is the best practice? Open the tag, then immediately close the tag, in between write it. That is the best practice only. So that's why I'm writing like this. So open this tag like this and close like this, and in between now write it. Basic HTML tags and save it. Now coming here, where I need to save. So everything related to your application, you need to save in any particular folder. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a new folder related to our class. So that name is Ramesh underscore June underscore new underscore HTML underscore class underscore 8. This is our root directory name. This is our application directory name. Come here. Are you getting any noise from my side? Please respond.
No.
No? Okay. Right. Now come here and save it as basic underscore HTML underscore tags. This is our page name. Dot HTML. We need to save our HTML files with the dot HTML extension. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm getting so much noise from my side. Give me 1 second. Right. So now this is basic underscore HTML underscore tags is the file name. Dot HTML. Dot HTML is the extension. Okay, we need to save all our HTML files with the dot HTML extension. With the HTML extension, and dot is the separator between file name and the extension. Dot is the separator between file name and the extension. Extension is HTML only. Right. Now click on this save. Now I want to execute this file in the browser. So if you want to execute in the browser, there is two things. Two options will be there. Okay, there is IDE. Everybody should use any IDE. For HTML, you can write Notepad also. I am comfortable with Notepad++, and you can write a Visual Studio Code, Eclipse, or else Edit Plus. So whatever IDE you are comfortable, you can choose. Especially if you are using Notepad++, there is two things will be there: older version and newer version. So if your Notepad++ is older version, okay, if you install before 1 year or 2 years before only, then go to the run menu here. Okay, if your version is older version, you can find the list of browser here. Launch in Firefox, launch in IE, launch in Chrome, launch in Safari, like that. Just you need to click on that particular browser. If yours is older Notepad++, okay, right. Suppose if you install Notepad++ just now, that means newer version, then you need to go to the view menu. Okay, then you need to go to the view menu, and then you can find it here, view current file in. Okay, of course mine is older version, that's why you are not able to see it, but you can find it here, view current file in. Then you can find some list of browsers. You need to install that particular browser, then only you can see the output in that particular browser. That's it. This is the two ways, or else directly the other way is directly come to your application directory, directly click this page, double click on this page. That's it. See here, whenever you have given any file with the .html extension, then automatically it will treat it as a web document. So all the web documents will open any particular browser. So mine is Mozilla Firefox is my default browser. That's why Mozilla Firefox symbol is coming here. Okay, right. Now this is the three ways are available, or else two ways are available. So since mine is older version, I'm going to run menu, and already I have installed Mozilla Firefox. So just click it. Let's see here. You are getting this right? Please respond. Okay, right. Now see here what you are getting. Basic HTML tags. From where you are getting? How you are getting this? With the help of title tag. With the help of title tag. Okay, so title tag is used to display the page title at the top, and that is also title tag is used to recognize our web page among all other web pages. Suppose so many tabs are opened like this. So what you will do by seeing this title, okay, this is the page I want. So you will come here. That's it. Okay, this is used to recognize our web page among all other web pages. That's it. So close tabs to the right. That's it. Okay, that is the advantage of title tag. Now come here. Now whatever code related to your web page, you need to write it in the body tag only. Suppose here I am writing I am Ramesh. So my name is Ramesh, that's why I am writing this. I am Ramesh. What is this I am Ramesh? This is pure text. This is pure text. So pure text automatically will understand by the browser. Now come here and refresh the page. No need to execute entire application. Just come here and refresh. Coming or not? I am Ramesh. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is how we will write basic thing. Okay, I am Ramesh. Now I want to style this. I want to manipulate this text. So I don't want to, at present I'm not utilizing any CSS. So how can I do it? Through HTML. Is there any specific tags is there? Yes, we have. So suppose I am writing here, my name is Ramesh. Now I want to display this Ramesh in bold letters. That means in bold letters. So how can I display like that? Only where only this Ramesh, not entire my name is Ramesh. Only this Ramesh. Then how can I do it? By utilizing strong tag. Now come here, less than strong tag and close it here. Strong tag close. Come here and refresh. Now if you observe the Ramesh is coming with bold letters or not, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So then what is the purpose of strong tag? To display our letters in bold. That's it. Okay. And if you observe there, I am Ramesh and my name is Ramesh is coming both side by side. But how I have written here? One by one. But in the browser they are coming side by side. Why? Because text automatically will align automatically side by side only. Okay. And if you observe here, strong tag I have applied here. After applying the strong tag also, it is not coming to next line. It is coming only side by side for this text. My name is Ramesh. See here. Where is Ramesh and where is my name is? See here, my name is there, and then after side by side only Ramesh is there. It is not coming to the next line. Why? Strong tag is belongs to inline elements. Okay. In HTML we have two types of elements. Of course, yeah, okay, Srivastava. So we'll discuss what is the inline elements, what is block elements next previous next classes. But we need to know how many types of elements we have: inline elements and block elements. Okay, we will discuss it them clearly in next classes. So inline elements will align automatically side by side. Inline elements will align automatically side by side. Block elements will align automatically one by one. That is what you need to remember. Since a strong tag is belongs to inline elements, that is automatically aligning side by side. See here, side by side. Now I want to make these lines one by one. Then how can I do it? By utilizing BR tag here. So after this line, it will break the line. That's it. Okay. Come here and refresh. See here, I am Ramesh and my name is Ramesh coming here. Understand right, everyone? Please respond. What is the advantage of BR tag and what is the advantage of Ramesh? Sorry, strong tag.
Yes, sir.
Other persons, please respond. Dilip, Ganesh, Giribabu,
Yes, sir.
Manoj, Jaina. Yeah.
Strong is to bold the word.
Yeah. Bold the text. Okay. Right. This is the advantage of strong tag. Now, I don't want to utilize the bold letters. I want to utilize italic letters. Then how can I do it? I want to utilize italic letters. Then how can I do it? Suppose I am working with Durgasoft. And now come here and refresh. See it, I am working with Durgasoft. How it is coming? Side by side only. So now I want to break it. Either you can start the break tag here or else here also you can start. Okay, right. Now I want to display this Durgasoft italic letters. I am working with Durgasoft. So I want to display this Durgasoft in italic letters. I don't want to utilize CSS. So is there any tag for displaying our text in italic style? Yes, we have. That particular tag is I tag. What is that? I tag. Open the I tag here and close it. Open the I tag here and close it here in the last. Save it. Now come here and refresh. See it, Durgasoft is coming italic letters or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, italic letters.
Okay, sir.
So this, yeah, this is how it will work. Italic style, how we will display this? By utilizing IA tag. Okay, right. Now I'm writing as I have 10 years of experience as a software engineer. Now I want to highlight this both. What is that? 10 years of experience. Okay, 10 years. I want to highlight this 10 years, and I want to highlight this software engineer. Okay, but I don't want to utilize either strong tag or italic tag. Then how can I highlight it? I want to highlight 10 years and I want to highlight software engineer, but I don't want to utilize strong tag or italic tag. Then how can I utilize? How can I highlight that? So if you want to do the type of things, yeah, of course, by utilizing underline also you can write, but I will give other experience, other user experience. So that is called mark tag. Okay, suppose come here, open here less than MA or mark tag, and what is the part I want to highlight? Only 10 years only. So come here less than mark. Here I am ending. And what is the other part I want to highlight? I want to highlight this software engineer also. So come here, mark tag, mark tag. Okay, save it. Now go to the browser and refresh. See here how this highlight is coming. So you know highlighter pen, right? So some people has that habit. Some people will read any book with highlighter pen only. So whenever they are finding any important topics or else important points, they will highlight with highlighter pen. Especially some lawyers, they will be like that only. So they will read some books related to law, and whenever they are finding any important points, then highlight like this with yellow color pen or else. Okay. So if you want to give that type of experience to the user, then you need to go for mark tag. Automatically the background color will come with yellow color.
Can we
Understand
change
it?
the color?
Yeah, we need to write the CSS for that. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
All right. So understand, right? What is the purpose of mark tag?
yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So right now what I'm doing is I want to give other experience to the user. Suppose I am from Vinukonda. Vinukonda is located in or else Vinukonda is belongs to Guntur district. Okay, right. Now I want to highlight this Vinukonda, or else I want to highlight this I am from Vinukonda. Okay, so then I don't want to go for, I don't want to utilize either strong tag or else I tag or else mark tag. Okay, I want to highlight this. I am from Vinkonda with different experience. Then how can I do it? By utilizing INS tag. What is that? INS tag. See here, I am coming, I am from Vinkonda, is coming on with underline. Understand, right? Hello? Okay. So if you want to display your content with underline, then you can go for INS tag also. Okay, or else if you suppose you want to tell this is newly added content like that. Okay, in that case also you can go for INS tag, inserted text like that. Suppose there is 10 lines. Okay, yesterday, and you have added 2 new lines. Okay, so now you want to tell that is newly added lines. Then what you will do? You will open the INS tag before that 2 lines, and you will close that INS tag after that 2 lines. So that what happens? Underline will come, so that everybody feels that that is important also, and everybody will feels that okay, that is newly inserted text also. Understanding, right? That is the purpose of INS tag. Clear or not? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is about INS tag. Now, uh, 1 second. Price 2000, 1000. Now come here and see. See, if we put like this price 2000, 1000, everybody will confuse. Why he is putting 2 numbers for one single label called price? Either we should put 2000 or else either we should put 1000. But why I am putting like this? So all the users will confuse. But here my intention is I want to tell to the user not 2000, only 1000. So either I need to write like this, price is not 2000, only 1000 like that. No, I want to give user experience by striking this 2000. So how can I do it? By utilizing strike tag. What is that? Strike tag. Strike tag. Okay. Now come here and refresh. Now see here. Now by seeing this, what the user will understand? Okay, price is not 2000, only 1000. That means 50% offer. Understand, right? How to utilize this strike tag and what is the advantage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to give this type of user experience, then you can go for strike tag also. So by saying that, what the user will understand? Okay, price is not 2000, only 1000 like that. Okay, right. This is about strike tag. Up to this, it is clear, or is anybody having any doubts? Please respond. I will clarify your doubts.
Clear, sir.
Right. Other persons?
Yes, sir.
Ganesh Kumar Gerard, Gray Babu Reddy. Yeah, right. Manoj Jena. Right. Okay. Right. I don't know, my voice not coming. Maybe there is some mic problem, maybe Ganesh. Right. Now see here. I'm writing here W dot or else LIC. L dot I dot C. So I'm writing here LIC. Can you please come sometime on agenda? Yeah, in the last we will discuss. Okay, wait. Yeah, see here LIC. So what is this LIC? By seeing that, what the user will feel, okay, this is related to any particular abbreviation. But some people can understand what is LIC abbreviation. Some people knows what is abbreviation. Some people does not know what is abbreviation. So in that case, I want to educate that user whenever he moves over on it particular LIC. Okay, I want to educate that user. So what is the LIC abbreviation? Whenever the user moves over on it. So then how can I do that? I want to display the full form. So then how can I do that? By utilizing ABBR tag. What is that? ABBR tag. So now come here, less than ABBR. Come here and close that ABBR here. Save it. Now come to the browser and refresh. See here, I'm hovering on LIC. See, we are going to we are getting anything? Please respond.
No, sir.
No,
No.
automatic abbreviation is coming. No. Why? Because this ABBR tag is purely depends upon attributes. Okay, by default it won't contain any functionality. Suppose if you see here strong tag, I did not write any attributes, but automatically that functionality, bold functionality has applied. I tag, italic functionality has applied. Mark tag, yellow color background functionality has applied. INS tag, underline has applied automatically. Strike tag, so striking is applying automatically. So that tags has automatically some predefined functionality. But this ABBR tag don't have any functionality by default. Whenever we have applied any particular attribute, then only it will work. So what is the attribute we need to apply? So whatever attribute I want, I can apply? No. So you need to apply title attribute only. Title, TITLE, title equal to double quotations, and here you need to write Life Insurance Corporation of India. Save it. Now refresh. See here, underline is coming with dot dot dot. Okay, and whenever he says okay, something is there like that, then immediately he will over on it. Whenever he over on it, see there, Life Insurance Corporation of India is coming or not? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we will write abbreviation tag. That is the advantage of abbreviation tag. Okay, clear, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, this is the advantage of abbreviation tag. Okay, right. Now what we are going to do is, I want to move from one page to another page. I want to move from one page to another page. Okay, so how can I do it? Suppose every page has menu, right? So menu means what? Home page, about page, services page, contact page. So now if I want to go to contact page, how can I, what I will do? I will click on the contact. If I want to go to the services page, what I will do? I will click on the services. So how can I do it? By utilizing anchor tag. That means we are linking up. Anchor is nothing but linking up one page to another page. Okay, so then how can I do it? So simply come here. I'm writing here as click here. Okay, now come here and refresh. First I'd come here and refresh. See, now he is telling that a programmer who has designed this page, click here. Okay, I am clicking here. What is happening? Accepting selecting the text. Except selecting the text, what is happening? Is anything happening?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, nothing is happening. So what is my intention here? When I click here on this button, when I click here on this text, I want to navigate to another page. I want to navigate to another page. Okay, right. Then how can I do it? So if you want to navigate to another page, you need to go for anchor tag. What is that anchor tag? How we will write? Less than a, greater than, and less than slash a, greater than, to close that tag. Now come here and refresh. Now again one more time clicking here. Am I going to anywhere? Please respond. Am I going to anywhere?
No.
No. So this is also not working. Why? Because this anchor tag also purely depends upon attribute. So what is that attribute we need to write? Href attribute. What is that? href attribute. Now come here, href equal to double quotations. Save it and refresh. Now come here and refresh the page. Sorry, click here. See there, am I going to any particular page or not?
No, same page.
Yeah, I'm going, but I'm redirecting to the same page. I'm going to the same page. I'm redirecting to the same page. How can I tell? See this? Observe here. The page will reload. See there. The page is reloading. Observing or not? Please respond. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is. So if you put here empty double quotations, it will redirect to the same page. If you want to stop redirection, just but that means you want to stay in the same page, but you want to stop redirection. Okay, then what you will do? Just simply here put here as hash. That's it. Now come here and click there. So the page is not reloading, and you are staying also in the same page. Understand it, everyone? Please respond. What is the purpose of this anchor tag? Hello?
Can you
Hello?
tell me the last part one more time?
See, I have say what if I don't put here hash, what happened?
Reloading.
Yeah, the
Trying to
page is
read.
reloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we put here hash, what is happening? See one more time. I'm refreshing here. Okay, now observe. If the page is reloading,
No.
the page is reloading. Now that's it.
Okay.
So it will stop the reloading. Okay, right. Understand that? But it will stay in the same page. So except leaving empty or putting hash, what I can write here? href. Suppose I'm writing here sample.html. So do we have sample.html in our root directory? Sample.html root directory? No. See what I can write in the href. Href stands for hyperlink reference. That means whatever file you want to write, whatever file you want to give hyperlink, you need to write that particular path of that file. You need to write here particular path of that file. So here I'm writing sample.html. So where it will find? Directly it will find in the root folder only, because you are not writing any folders here. Okay, so whenever you are giving here path, everybody will confuse from where I need to give the path, from the C drive, D drive, like that. No, in your root directory, in your application, where it is. So what is our root directory? Ramesh June new HTML class 8, our root directory. In this page, in this folder, where it is, that is the path only need to search. Don't go for online classes, UI classes, G drive, my computer, something like that. Just in your root directory where it is, that is the path every time you need to give. So in the root directory, so whenever you write directly here the file name, it will directly search in the root directory only. So do we have sample.html in our root directory? Please respond.
No.
No. So now come here and refresh. Okay, now I am clicking here. See there, am I going to sample.html or not? Please respond. Am I going to sample.html or not?
No.
Please respond. So Ganesh, correct answer. Rahul, correct answer. Other persons, please respond. Am I going to or not? Sample.html or not?
Code is looking for the file, but it's not able to find.
Right. So we are going to the sample.html, but since that file is not found by the web browser, it is displaying file not found error. Okay. So successfully we are redirecting. So how we are redirecting? By utilizing this href attributes. So what I need to mention the href attribute? Path of that file. So if we have that file in any separate folder, then you need to start from the folder. If we have that file in the directory root directory, then you need to write here directly the file name only. Okay, right. No need to write from the starting drive. Just in where is your, what is your root directory, from where you need to write. So what else I can write here? So I can write here, I can leave it as empty double quotations, or else I can put their hash, or else I can write their file name. So what else I can write? Suppose you can redirect to other website also. Suppose https www.google.com. Now come here, go back and refresh. Now see here, click here. Am I going to google.com or not? Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So I can go to the other website also. So except that, what else I can write? Suppose I am writing here dot, other special character. So putting dot is very dangerous. Why, I will tell you. So now come here and refresh. Now here I am writing, I am terminating here, yes. Of course, that is not mandatory. Yeah, I am putting there what? Dot only. Now click here. So what is happening? Please respond. If you put there
Going to
dot, what
root
is happening?
directory.
It is directly opening all our root directory. So everybody will fail. Everybody will find, okay, what is our files we have and what are the folders we have. Okay, understanding, right? So it will open directly our root directory. So
Yes, sir.
we should not put there dot. Understand, right, everyone? Hello? Hello? Please respond.
Yes.
Okay, what is the thing we should not put? We should not put there dot. Only dot we should not put. Remaining thing, suppose I am writing another special character called dollar. Save it. Now refresh. I'm putting the dollar. So what is happening? It is treating this dollar as a separate file. And since the dollar.html is not found, it is displaying here as error. File not found, error. That's it. Okay. So just it will display file not found. It won't do any harm to our application. Okay. Understanding, right? So dollar and all other special character is treated as a files only, but especially dot, it is redirected to our application directory. So we should not put. So dot stands for root directory. So it will open our root directory. So never put dot there. That is the only thing you need to take care of it. Suppose one more time I am writing here. Sorry. Google.com. Now I am clicking here. So where the google.com is opening, in the same tab or else in a new tab? In the same tab or else new tab? In the same tab. I don't
same
want
tab.
that. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, I want to open in the different tab. I want to open in the different tab. Then how can I do it? So for that purpose, what you need to do is you need to utilize here target attribute. What is that? Target attribute. Target equal to double quotations underscore underscore blank. Now come here and go back, refresh. Now click here. So where it is opening in a new tab or else in the same tab?
New tab.
Correct, new tab.
New tab. So how can I do it? By utilizing target equal to double quotations underscore underscore blank. Understand, right, how to work with anchor tag and what are the things we can put in the double quotations? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we should not put in the href? Source attribute. What is the thing we need to know? We should not put
Dot.
dot. And remaining things we can leave it as empty. So if you leave it as empty, what happens? It will redirect to the same page. It will redirect to the same page. If you want to stop redirecting, but it should stay in the same page, then what you need to do?
Hash.
Hash.
Hash. So then what is the thing? What is the other things we can do? We can give the source file. Okay, or else we can give other website URL also. So if you want to open that href file in a separate tab, then what is the thing I need to do? I need to address target here equal to, I need to specify here underscore underscore blank, so that it will open in other new tab. Okay, right. That's it. That is about the anchor tag. Okay. Right, one more time explaining all the tags what we discussed today class. See here, this BR tag. BR tag is used to break the lines. BR tag is used to break the lines. And then after strong tag. Strong tag is used to display our content in bold letters. Then after I tag. I tag is used to display our letters in italic style. Suppose you can observe here. Italic. This one, this is bold. This is normal text because I did not apply any particular text, and this is bold, and this is italic style. Okay, then after mark tag. So by default color is background color is yellow color, and why we use, because I want to give the user experience as this is important, or else this should be highlighted. Okay, this is highlightable text. Okay, if you want to give that type of user experience, then you can go for mark tag. Suppose here I want to highlight this 10 years and I want to highlight this software engineer. So how I am doing? Like this. 10 years is coming with yellow color background. Software engineer also is coming with yellow color background. How I am achieving this? By utilizing mark tag. Then I want to give, this is important. I want to give the user experience as this is important, or else this is newly inserted data. Either the, so both case you can utilize this in insert key, insert a tag. Okay, either you want to tell this is important, then also you can go for INS tag, or else you want to tell this is newly inserted data, then also you can go for INS tag. So that what happens, an underline will come, underline is coming below the text. Okay, right. Then after strike tag, what is the purpose of strike tag? To strike that content. So what is the advantage? What is the advantage of the strike tag? So user will get the experience. Yes, this is not the correct thing. Okay, user will feel, okay, this is not the correct thing. If you want to give that type of user experience, then we need to go for strike tag. So what is the thing? What is the user experience I'm giving here? Price 2000, 1000. So what is the experience you will get? Okay, 2000 is not correct, only 1000. So that means he is putting 50% discount. Okay, so if you want this type of experience, then you can go for strike tag. And ABBR tag. Why it is the purpose of ABBR tag? Abbreviation tag. So why we utilize it? Because if you want to display any abbreviation related to any particular text, if you want to display any particular abbreviation related to any particular text, then we will go for ABBR tag. So ABBR stands for abbreviation. So directly it will display any abbreviation. Directly it will display the abbreviation.
No.
Directly no. So how it will display? By utilizing an attribute. So what is the attribute name? Title. So in the title, whatever abbreviation it is, you need to write it manually. Suppose LIC stands for Life Insurance Corporation of India. So that's what I have written here. So whenever you have utilized it here, title attribute. One second. Title attribute and underline will come with a dot dot dot. Then after whatever you have written here in the title attribute, that will display as a pop-up box like this. Life Insurance Corporation of India. So we need to write it manually. That's it. That is about the one second wait. So that is the advantage of markup this tag, abbreviation tag. And we have another tag called anchor tag that is used to redirect to the other pages. So to redirect, what is the thing we need to utilize? We need to utilize the anchor tag. So that is also by default it won't work. Yeah, Ganesh, 1 second. After some time I will solve your doubt. So that is also won't work directly. Again, we need to utilize href attributes. So in the href attribute means hyperlink reference. That means we need to give the reference file for this text. If I click here, where it should go. So that address you need to write here in the href. So if that file is not created, but you want to write some programming, okay, or else if you want to apply some CSS, then what you will do? Still the page is not ready. So what you will do? You will put simply hashtag, so that it will stay in the same page and you can write your CSS. related to that anchor tag. Okay, or else you can leave it as empty also. So what happens? It will redirect to the same page. Or else if you want to stop the redirection, you can simply put the hash also. Or else you need to give the what is the, if the page is ready, then you can simply pass that page address. So whenever giving the page address, what is the thing you need to write? What is the thing you need to check? Only the root directory path. In your root directory, where is that file? That is the path only you need to check. In your root directory, where it is. That is the path only you need to write here. Okay, right. And if you want to open that file in any particular new tab, then we need to utilize here target attribute. That is also we need to give the value as __ blank. That's it. Okay, so that's it. This is the class for today. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll discuss other topics. Actually Monday to Friday only classes, but this batch he started yesterday. That's why I'm taking tomorrow also class. So tomorrow there is a class, only tomorrow. Next Saturday there won't be any class, but tomorrow Saturday there is class. So please come to tomorrow class also. Okay, right. Thank you everyone. Yeah, 1 second, wait. So this is the class for today. Then you can ask your doubts. So especially first Giribab asked one doubt. So agenda of the course, that means course content, I think. So course content my online team will share with you, and in this course we will design this template. And in this course we will design this template. 1 second, wait. Responsive template. See, it is responsive also, and I have used it as here third party font. This part is third party font. That is also I will tell how to utilize that. And if you observe there, when I overrun it, some dark some blue color is coming. Slowly that is coming. I will tell you how to do that also. And see, to check if it is responsive or not, minimize it. See there, whenever I have minimized it, this menu is coming like this as a button. Whenever I click, then only the menu is opening, not by default, and it is automatically sliding down automatically. And when you click here, the menu is going. When you increase the size, then menu is opening, full menu is opening. But in small scale devices, that means in the mobiles only, the button is coming. When you open this page in the mobiles, it will come like this only. Sorry, wait 1 second. Okay. See there, this is small scale, this is smartphone resolution. Okay, right. See there, responsive. Automatically the alignment is adjusting. In a smartphone, how it will come one by one. Okay, Node.js, all the skills is coming one by one. See here, this is parallax effect. The image is not moving, but entire web page is moving. This is called parallax effect. That is also I will tell you. And this is about section. And then projects. So in a smartphone, how it will come two columns per row. Third column automatically will come in the next line. And team, that is also one by one it is coming. And slider is coming. And then after contact, registration form and menu, map. So how to integrate map in our web page also I will tell you. Now increase the size. See it, they are coming one by one, side by side. And now see here also, they are coming side by side. Forget about this one, we will align it properly, not a problem. Now come here. Here also it is coming properly. This is also adjusting properly. See there, now here it is coming 2 columns per row. In smartphones, this is coming 1 column only, but in tablets, it is coming 2 columns per row. Here also. And when you maximize, It will display 4 columns per row. See here, 4 columns is displaying like this. Understand, right? So this is the tell. This is the thing we will display. We will design in the last. Okay, right. So is your doubt clarified, Giri Babu? Hello. Right. Hi sir, can we add some message when file not found there in anchor tag? Have seen this thing. Instead of file not found, we can have some message. I guess it is that attribute alt. No, alt attribute not that purpose. Okay. Ganesh. So that type of things, whatever you have asked, that type of things we can do with server side technologies, not this one. Okay. Right. So alt tag is, I will tell you whenever I am discussing about image, I will tell you what is the purpose of alt attribute. Okay, right. And coming to, so will you sharing class applications? Class application means class files. Yes, in the Google Drive upload. Okay, right. So what is the difference between HRC and the href attribute? See, anchor tag we need to utilize href attribute. SRC we need to utilize in the img attribute, img tag. That is the difference only. But both in the both cases we need to write the path only. Okay, right. So tomorrow you will get your doubt clarified. Your doubt will be solved, Dinesh. Tomorrow I will tell about img tagged. Then your doubt will be clarified. Say 1 second, wait. One second, wait. ఇంకొద్ది సౌండ్ పెట్టు బాగా వినపడిద్ది క్లాస్ లో పిల్లలకు కూడా వాళ్ళు కూడా వింటారు టీవీ సౌండ్. Right. Yeah, 1 second. I'm start. See, I don't have any material, but what are the notes is required, I will give it here. Okay, because if I give material, everybody is reading that material and they are not practicing. So however, the students is getting only theoretical knowledge. So that's why I'm not providing any material. But what is the notes required, I will give that notes. Okay, right.
What about recordings?
Recordings I will share through Google Drive after payment.
Okay,
That's it. Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. And I won't give a download option, and only you can watch that videos in the drive only. That's it.
Okay.
Right. Class notes you can provide. This will be help. Yeah, Ganesh, tomorrow I will give that notes. Okay. Right. So that's it. This is the class for today. Thank you everyone. Thanks for attending my class. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll discuss other topics. Okay. Right. Thank you everyone. Think all your doubts is clarified. Thank you. Right.